What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and I am here today, you guys, with the next to last episode of the Never Ever Met Season 1, episode number 9, you guys. And this episode is titled The Beginning of the End, and it should have just been the end. But before we go ahead and get into it, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me that solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and then having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and also by turning on your post notifications, you guys. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's go ahead and delve into this episode of The Never Ever Met, shall we? So you guys remember the last episode that left off with Dr. Allie having the conversation with Jody, asking Jody if this situation with Aaron is worth the pursuit. So Jody says yes. I'm sitting here looking at myself and thinking to myself, like, girl, I know you're lying. Like, what? It's worth the pursuit, but you have no feelings romantically or sexually or any kind of feelings towards this man. So I don't understand how you're feeling that way. But if she says it, then she believes it, right? But then Jody also goes on to say that she's a difficult and complex person, right? And I was like, okay. I mean, there are a lot of people out here who are complex people that you have to, really just, sometimes buckle down and get to know them. But with Jody, the problem with Jody is that she's stringing Aaron along and she knows it. And I'm over it. But then, Dr. Allie was talking to her about her, what marriage looks like for her, right? You guys remember in last week's episode, she said that it looks like a business arrangement for her, right? And I think, excuse me, I think the reason why she says a business arrangement for her is so that way, when it comes down to it, if she does get married to someone and she does love the person, then if the love dissipates or if the person leaves her, then she can say, well, if the love dissipates or dissolves out of the marriage, at least she's going to say, well, hey, we just got married for business, aspect, and which that's not a bad thing, right? Because you have to be both people have to come into, well, it doesn't always happen, but you want both people to come into a relationship with everything together, right? Finances and all that kind of stuff, so that way you don't take on your spouse's debts. So I get where I get that whole aspect of it being for business purposes. I definitely do get that 100%. But like I said, my thing with that is the thing about that is Jody just has no interest in Aaron. And I wish she would just go ahead and say that. And why did somebody call me on my work phone on Saturday? I don't work on Saturday. Like, y'all are tripping. I do not work on no freaking Saturday. The hell? Sorry, guys. I'm recording this while on the clock, and I have my laptop next to me. And I noticed that somebody left me a voicemail on Saturday. I don't work on Saturdays. So this week's episode is Greg's birthday, right? So Greg and Millie, they are going to go to a, nice little dinner, just the two of them, and it's going to be their final date. Followed by that, they're going to come back home to Greg's surprise party. We'll pause here and we'll move forward, you guys. Now, we see Shay and Josh checking in with Taronda, right? And, Shay and Josh are talking about what life looks like for them after this. Now, I was on Misha's live this past week when she was reading that interaction between Diamond and Shay, and my God, today Diamond is gutter butt. That's all I got to say. She's gutter, trash. But I didn't see her for any ways, and we'll definitely discuss her as we get into it, right? So Shay and Josh are saying that they want to move in with each other, right? And I was like, so y'all can come to that conclusion after what, maybe 2 weeks or so, but y'all have quote unquote been dating for 12 years. but then y'all broke up for what, 2 years, and then he had a baby before the 2 year break. Okay, but they want to come here to Texas, and they want to come to Texas, and the way they were talking about coming here and looking around and see what fits them is like, so y'all gonna travel, like y'all gonna travel to Dallas, Houston, Austin, San Antonio. Y'all do know that those are big cities, right? You need to look on them. You might want to look on the map and look in the area and see what fits your budget. Because I will tell you, Houston is expensive, Dallas is expensive, Austin is expensive, and so is San Antonio. I'm just gonna let you guys know that little tidbit right here, right now. Texas, first of all, we're full. Stop coming here. Can y'all please stop coming to Texas? We're full. We're full. Like, y'all are driving shit. Like, no, I don't have no problem with people coming here, but god damn, when y'all come here by the droves, y'all drive my shit up. Like, my apartment that I had 2 years ago, that hoe is going now for 1,800. When I moved into it, it was a 2 bedroom, 2 bed, 2 bath. When I moved into it, I spent, guess how much I spent? $1,200. 1,200. Now that same apartment is 1,800. But hey, neither here nor there. So yeah, excuse me, y'all. But hey, so we also found out that Josh's friend from school is coming to visit, and so is Shay's sister. Then we move over to Chris and Sandia. So they went on their final date, right? And they went horseback riding, and they had a little dinner. You know, not a little dinner, but a little lunch set up for them. So Chris asked Sandia, like, so, once this is all over and done with, what are your plans? Like, are you leaving alone, or are you leaving here with me? If I were Sandia, I would have said, I'm leaving this motherfucker by myself. Because Chris, Chris has those old, antiquated ideas of what a marriage is, what a relationship is between a man and a woman, right? Chris has the ideas that a woman should be in the house cooking, cleaning, having the kids, right? Because Cindy has said that when she gets back, she has to, go back to her job. And so Chris's whole thing was, well, he doesn't really want her to work. I was like, Cindy, no, sis. What you will not do, what you will not do, what you will not do is quit your motherfucking job. And you want to be a nurse? Girl, here's the thing, and I always advocate for this for women, right? I don't have a problem with a woman who marries for money, right? Do you? But I always advocate that if you are going to, in fact, marry for money, be smart about the whole situation, right? Because we all see it. We've saw it many times where as the woman gets older and the man gets older, he typically, especially when it's a situation where he got with a young girl, she was cute, she was young, she was fun. They were, out in the city, out in the streets, dipping it and doing it, right? But then as she starts to get older, settle down, have her kids and stuff, she don't want to be doing that stuff no more. Then he takes his even older ass and goes and find a younger model, right? So that's why I would say to women, make sure that you store away some cash, right? Make sure you always got a little bird's nest to the side for yourself, so that way you're self-sufficient and you don't rely on this man. Now, if you get spousal support, alimony, shit, you fine, but it's still, at the end of the day, you will have your own on the side. But hey, Cyndia, don't quit your job for Chris. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So let's pause here and move forward. All right, you guys, there's a plane flying over. And it's low. Okay, next up we see Dr. Allie. So she is talking to Diamond and Aaron. You guys, these two get on my last nerve. Like, they really do get on my nerves, and I am so over these two because they want to sit down with Dr. Allie and they talk about the drama that's happening in the house. And I'm like, but you two are the primary root cause of the drama in the house. Like, you guys start shit and then try to hide your hand, right? Then when Aaron was like, I'm the oldest in the house, and then when these kids be talking, I realized we're not on the same page, and I was like, excuse the hell out of me. You just as childish as, if you want to call them childish, you're just as childish as they are. Like, please miss me with all of the bull. Like, please miss me with the bullshit for real, Aaron. And Dom was like, yeah, maybe if they mature, they can be. Girl, if they can, you need to mature too. How about that? Like, I want you to go and mature. God, these two, I just really truly don't like them. And like I said in last week's review, the reason that they have that Facebook group that they've created, and the reason why they be in some of the YouTubers who review the show's comments, is because of the fact that they want to try to stay on top of things and make sure that people, it's the same thing that the Ready to Love cast do. Whenever things are not going their way, and people whenever things are not going the way that they want it to go, or so to speak, then they'll get on social media and try to be like, oh, it was editing. Oh, it was this, and that. So I see right through Diamond and Aaron at this point, and I really can't. I don't see it for either one of them, to be totally honest with you. I don't see it for them. Now, Diamond, girl, you definitely lost me when you were talking about your sister. When you were talking about your sister and the thing with her and Aaron, it was just like, girl, what? I was so confused because your sister was defending you. You know what I'm saying? And then the way she was talking, it kind of threw me off, because I was like, girl, your sister was defending you. And now you making it seem like she was the bad person talking about Aaron. Now, did she go left on the fool? Yeah, she did. But he called, like, when it comes to the name calling her a bitch and all that kind of stuff, that was him. But you know what? The same way he treated your sister, he can do you the same way. But if you like it, I love it. Pausing here, moving forward, and we're going to start to wrap this on down. Now, I'm going to leave this right here and say this. First of all, y'all, I am very observant. I know there are things that I don't talk about when I watch certain shows. If I don't talk about certain things, it's because I try to ignore certain things, right? Like I tried to ignore Jody's hair, right? I tried to ignore them ugly ass sandals Jody has on, right? I've also tried to ignore the fact that that top in her interview doesn't fit her because her boobs are damn near spilling out. I've tried to ignore Shay's raggedy wig. I've tried to ignore Diamond and them baby hairs. I've tried to ignore Aaron and them fingernails. I've tried to ignore a lot of stuff. But the one thing that I really, and I mean I really tried to ignore, but some of y'all put it in the comment section, and I'm joking with you guys. I'm not upset about it or nothing, but I thought we were better than this. But some of y'all left it in the goddamn comment section about Josh's fucking teeth. Y'all, I've saw his teeth since episode 1 and how black it is on one side. I don't forget which side it is, but I saw how black his teeth are. I was like, sir, that tooth is probably dead. You might want to go to a dentist and have that one extracted. I'd rather you have a missing, see, here's the thing. I'd rather you have a missing side tooth than a black or brown tooth in your mouth. Oh my God. But yes, you guys, I definitely have saw Josh's teeth. Josh should have went and saw a dentist instead of getting a matching tattoo with Shay. Girl, get the fuck out of here with that shit. A matching tattoo? Sir, go to the dentist. And now I know dental work costs a good grip, right? Because I'm working on it now, right? Got to set up an appointment to get my braces put back on. But my God, today, sir. My God, today. My God, today. Go to a dentist. I don't even know how Shay was kissing that man, because baby, no. It's fine if you got stacked teeth. It's fine if you got stacked teeth, missing teeth, bad breath. All that shit is fine, right? I'm cool with that. But a black tooth, girl, that mean that hoe is dead, and that mean your breath probably do stink. I can't imagine if Josh got, the best smelling breath because ooh, I just look at that and I just like, oh no, girl, no, no, ma'am, absolutely not. Oh no. But yeah, you guys. So that's that. Back at the house. Oh no. We move over to Greg and Millie's date. So Greg and Millie's talking about I think they're both 32 years old, right? He just turned 32, and Millie's talking about 34 is her age limit to want to settle down and have kids, right? Good for them. Back at the house, we see everybody else is there planning this surprise party for Greg. So, well, everyone with the exception of Diamond and Aaron, it's like, can y'all at least be team players or something? Like y'all just sucking the fun out of this shit. Go home. Go home. Go home, Roger. Like, I really don't like those two. Period. Point blank. Now, I want to know who asked the question or dared or did whatever they did to have little Aaron dancing behind Jody because she was not enthused. And I'm like, y'all really just, at this point, y'all playing with this boy because y'all can see it just as well as we can see it. There's no connection between Jody and Aaron. And I really wonder, was Jody trying to make it to the end of this show? I wonder what they're getting paid by week, like by the week. However, but just looking at this show don't seem like it filmed in like maybe, I don't even think it filmed a full month. This show don't look like it filmed a full month. I think they maybe filmed 2 or 3 weeks if I'm looking at this correctly. Because I know one episode is like they were only there for a few weeks, but whatever. Then for Chris to sit there and dare Jody to kiss Sandia, and Sandia says she's not into that. Girl, he's testing you. And if you stay with him, it's only going to get worse. But hey, it is what it is. Then the most random thing, so I guess there was like a Jenga block. I guess there was like a Jenga block on the thing, right? On the table, and I guess whoever knocked it Shay said whoever knocked it over had to go to run around the house naked. And Aaron knocked it over and he had to run around the house naked. I was like, oh, okay. Jody still wasn't enthused. I was like, maybe she see his ding, she'll be, nope. She said, nope, don't care about that either. I was like, oh, okay, girl, I tried. So then Shay's sister came, right? And I was with Shay's sister. Shay's sister has the same questions that I have. Like, y'all have been together for 12 years. Y'all just met each other now. What took so long? And they said, well, it was on both of us. Unless y'all are extremely, never, I'm going to say it. Unless y'all are extremely broke, I get it. Because here's the other thing, right? During the pandemic, the beginning of the pandemic, people were still traveling. Those tickets were not, like those tickets were $50, $60. Now, granted, in the beginning of the pandemic, I know people were worried about their jobs and shit, right? But my God, y'all ain't never said, hey, let's meet here, let's meet somewhere, let's do something. Like, never once did y'all say that. I was like, okay, whatever. So after that, but like I said, the sister called bullshit. So his friend showed up. I really want to listen to what his friend was saying. Also, rest in peace to his friend, because I did see that his friend did pass away. So rest in peace to his friend. And then Diamond and Aaron, they went on their final date to a winery, and he got on one knee and asked her to marry him. I was like, girl, you are stupid if you say yes. Because I bet you that's a recycle. I bet you that ring is recycled from the last woman that he asked to marry him. But that is the episode, you guys. Let me know what you guys thought about it down in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, and share the video, you guys. Until the next time, stay safe, take care of yourselves, wash your hands, be blessed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.